Hey guys, it's Lucas. Today we talk about a few people you probably know who do Transcendental Meditation. Enjoy the video.
I have a very, very active mind.
Yes.
And actually meditation changed my life.
Transcendental meditation?
Yeah.
When did you start doing transcendental meditation?
15 years ago.
Right. I've been
And see,
doing
now
it
I
38 years.
Really?
Yeah. And you feel that I bet a lot of your creativity has emerged because of that.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Changes your life completely.
And who taught you, how did you come to meditate?
When I was in Perth studying, there was a mate of mine going to do this course, and he had just a quality about him, and I kept saying, man, there's something about you I really dig. I don't know what it is. And he said, oh, come along.
Right.
And I went along, and there was a course, and they offered meditation.
If someone says, what is Transcendental Meditation, how do you explain it?
Transcendental meditation, to me, is it's like a great workout for your mind without working out, but you get all the effects of working out. You know, I come from a very spiritual world, from a very religious upbringing, and it's not religious, it's not spiritual, although I think if you're taking care of your body and your mind, that is a spiritual thing. But it doesn't have that kind of religious background. To me, it's mostly medical. Mm-hmm. And it's like a little pill, but not a pill. Mm-hmm. It's a practice. So it's a little practice that you do. And to me, it's the most rest. It's like the most power nap you could ever get.
Yeah. And that experience of that quiet,
Anyway, so I want to talk to you about TM, which I have now been doing 41 years. 41 years. I don't remember exactly how I started. It was some kid I knew. I had just gone to college, and you know, we were still kind of in the flush of the feeling of the 60s, and I just wanted to try any new thing that I heard about. And so I went and I learned TM, and I do remember the very first time I did it, and I remember that I was up the entire night because I never felt that good before, and I had terrible acne. I think I was about 18.
And in learning about Transcendental Meditation, I found very quickly access to a deeper state of happiness, which is very profound and absolute. See, like as I said, I can only talk about my personal experiences. What it felt to me was like the dissolution of my idea of myself. Like I felt like separateness evaporated. I felt this tremendous sense of oneness. I find I'm quite an erratic thinker, quite an adrenalized person, and through meditation, I felt this sort of beautiful serenity and selfless connection. You know, my sort of tendency towards selfishness, I felt that kind of exposed as a superficial and pointless perspective to have. I felt a very relaxed sense of oneness. I felt love, you know, sort of love for myself, but also love for everybody else. A constant sense of absolute love between all of us.
It was great. I said to people, you know, who are into meditation, I was very lucky because I got my mantra off Maharishi himself.
Directly.
So I feel kind of privileged,
yes.
You know, that we're just there at that time. He basically said, I'm going to give you a mantra. It's ancient words. And why I would give you these words is they've been tried and tested. So I'll give you your word, and I would like you just to repeat it back to me. And if it's right, I'll say yes, and you don't ever say it again. So he told me, and I repeated it back, and that was it.
Yeah.
I used that mantra, and we continued, and it was good.
I learned when I was 14, based on Beatles meditated, so I've got to learn that. So I'm there. I'm with you, and it changed my life only for the better.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Well, I love that about the Beatles.
Yeah.
A lot of our influences were like really good.
Yeah.
You know, sort of spiritual, meditation, this kind of thing.
It's like a kickstart for your day. It just centers you, and your stress levels are just down. and you find yourself interacting in the world much easier and better, and in a calmer way. And there's just a peaceful joy that sort of comes over. And I just know that if I go through a phase where I slip off, I feel the difference.
Years ago, when I was doing Andy Kaufman, I learned how to meditate, and it's been very valuable. It's been around for a while, but I mean, I think on a widespread level, it's being picked up by everybody now. It's being understood as something more than some kind of religious, nutty thing. It's a system of teaching yourself how to get into a state of relaxation that affects your entire life and the quality of your life. And I do it. I've done it for a while, and I recommend it highly.